Okay, this is 3.7 practice. Number one, the cost of a meal might affect how customers evaluate and appreciate food. To investigate, researchers worked with an Italian all-you-can-eat buffet to perform an experiment. They took 139 subjects. They were randomly assigned to pay either $4 or $8 for the buffet then they were asked to rate the quality of the pizza on a 9-point scale. Subjects who paid more, $8, were 11% higher than those who paid $4. So if they paid more for the pizza, they rated it higher. Describe how the researchers could have randomly assigned subjects to treatments. Okay, so for A, using identical pieces of paper. Okay, take 139 pieces of paper, identical paper, and label them A, and that'll be our $4 group, or B, that's our $8 group. Label half of them. Okay, so half of them A and half of them B. Okay, mix it up. And then have participants pick either A or B. Either pick a paper. And then they're assigned to either A or B. Okay, so for part B, using a random number generator, label each participant 1 to 139. And we're going to use a random number generator to select we'll go 70 and 69. 70 unique numbers, and those selected would pay $8, though those, which would be 69 of them, not selected, would pay $4. Okay, so there's the random selection. So number 2, explain the purpose of the random assignment. So why did we do the random assignment? We want random assignment because we want to create two groups that look almost alike. They have equal characteristics. Okay, that way we have some good comparison then. Okay, number 3, headaches. So doctors identify chronic tension headaches as headaches that occur almost daily for at least 6 months. That would not be fun. Can antidepressant medications or stress management training reduce the number of severity of these headaches? Are both together more effective than either alone? Researchers want to compare 4 treatments. Okay, 4 treatments. You have the antidepressant alone. You have a placebo alone. You have an antidepressant and stress management. And you have a placebo and stress management. Okay, so those are our 4 different groups. The placebo is like they're getting that drug. Okay, describe how you would randomly assign 36 volunteers. Okay, so if we have 36 volunteers I'm going to put 9 into each group. Okay, so part A with identical pieces of paper, I would label identical pieces of paper, 9 with A, 9 with B, 9 with C, and 9 with D. I'd mix them up and then have participants choose a paper, assigning them to a group. Okay. Part B, using random number generator, I would label the participants 1 to 36. I would use a random number generator to select 9 unique numbers. They go in A. Use a random number generator again to select 9 different unique numbers. They go into B, and then I use it again, and they go into C. Those left go into D. Okay. So number 4, why is that random assignment important? Okay. Once again, the random assignment to these groups is important so that to create groups of like characteristics. Okay, we want these groups, everything in them to be the same. Some people that have really bad headaches all the time in all of them, somebody that just has them every once in a while in all of them, okay? But we want the groups to be the same. We want to create groups that have like characteristics. Okay, next problem. Are politicians more available to people who donate to their campaigners? Researchers had members of a political organization attempt to schedule an appointment with members of Congress to discuss banning of a particular chemical. Callers were identified as either a local campaign donor or just a local constituent, with the identification determined at random. So for each member was randomly chosen to be either a donor or just a constituent. Otherwise, the protocol of the call was identical. Okay, they said the same things, they gave the same things. Only thing they said were differently was who they were, including the details of the meeting requests, which were delivered by email. The results, that donors were more successful in obtaining meetings with the Congress. Okay, so what's one variable they all kept the same? Okay, details of the meeting requests. Okay, they were all kept the same. Okay. Part B, explain how keeping this variable the same helps preventing confounding. Okay. That, since they're the same, we eliminate what is said as a confounding variable. Okay, if they would be able to say whatever they wanted on their requests, we wouldn't know whether it'd be because of what they said or because they were donors. But if they all say the same thing, then we eliminate that variable and we know it's because they're donors. Okay. And the last problem, the future of preschool. Does preschool help lower income students stay in school and get good jobs later in life? Carolina, look at this project, followed a group of 111 children since 1972. And back then, those individuals were all healthy, low-income black infants in North Carolina. All the infants received nutritional supplements, so nutrition was the same for all of them, and help from social workers was the same from all of them as well. Half were assigned to go at random to a preschool program, and half did not. Describe how the researchers could have carried out the random assignment. Okay. You could use slips of paper or numbers. You take 111 pieces of paper and we'll put 55 labeled A, and would be 56 labeled B. So the A will be, I don't know, this will be the preschool group, and this is the no preschool group. Okay? Mix the hat, mix paper, the paper, select a paper for each infant. Okay? And that is assigning them to preschool or no preschool. Okay. So part B, why is it important that researchers randomly assign treatments? It's a random assignment. Is important to reduce the impact of other variables. Each group looks the same. Okay. And part C, identify one variable that the researchers kept the same for all participants. Okay. It said they gave them nutritional supplements. So they were wondering, they thought maybe nutrition and the amount of food that they get, these kids, would have an impact on school later on and jobs later on in life too, and how they do. So they wanted to eliminate that, so they gave them all that, and they also gave them social workers. Okay. They got help from social workers and nutritional supplements. Why is it important that the researchers kept this variable the same? To reduce confounding, and also to reduce variability. Okay, so it probably would have been more spread out data if they didn't have these other variables the same. Okay.